Welcome, everybody, back to the Rage Room. So, hello, Erika Cramer, Queen of Confidence. Welcome to the Rage Room. This is the first time that we're meeting face to face, even though we've been in each other's field and orbit and all of the things. And I'm really fucking excited to have this conversation with you because I truly believe that you have been through so many lives. And there's something really comforting and something really exciting when I meet other women who have lived many lives in this one lifetime. For the listeners, whatever you think you knew about navigating devastation and happiness and excitement and pivots and rebirths, just listen to the episode. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. So keep listening if that triggered you in the best way possible. So Erika Cramer, the Queen of Confidence, she was on the cover of Aurelius magazine this summer. She is the TEDx speaker. She is the author. She is the coach. She is the basically every possible thing that you could put a hat on, and Erika Cramer is it. And however, though, many lifetimes in this one lifetime to get to this point. And so, hello, welcome to the Rage Room, Erika. I would love for you to introduce yourself and what you're working on now, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty. But I think it's so interesting when people are like, so what do you do? And it's like, I don't fucking know. Do you have like 3 days to sit down and chat? So I would love to hear in your words, what do you do, Erika Cramer?
First of all, I'm so happy to see your face. And thank you for being such a electric shock in the industry that the world needs. Really, I'm so happy to get to see you because our voice notes be popping in case y'all want to feel the frequency.
Pop.
Yes. So what do? I feel like I'm a human defibrillator for women that are off, an amplifier, an activator, reminding women specifically who the fuck we are, because I think we forgot. And I feel like sometimes we need that. I always say on my podcast, a big sister in your ear, giving you the loving slap of flash cold water on your face. Life is happening now. Let's fucking go. So besides that, therapist, mother, coach, human energizer fucking bunny. And my naturopath has no idea why I'm not in perimenopause yet. And I'm like, girl, I don't know.
You're like, because I make the fucking rules and I don't want to be.
That's it. My body's coming with me. And I'm genuinely, I don't say this to be wanky or whatever, but I genuinely feel like so on purpose. There's this umbilical cord just like pulling me to what I came here to do. And I know it is a privilege because not many of us have the purpose, but because of all the fuckery of life, I feel really like I jump out of bed, I jump into bed. I'm like, let's fucking go. I am going towards it. And so that's what gives me the energy. And I think that comes off of you and makes you magnetic. And then it electrifies those that maybe their lights have went out, or some people's light bulbs needs to be screwed on. And some people genuinely are walking dead. And I'm like, coo. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, girl, hell yeah. So we're learning how to use the defibrillator. And that's amazing. I think that there's something to be said about when you said not everybody is here for the purpose. And I totally agree with that. A lot of us are here to learn and a lot of us are here to lead. And the special ones are here to do both simultaneously. And I think that that's what makes this diverse world so incredible, is how boring would the human experience be if we were all meant to do the same thing? And so I fucking love that. And I love that you shed light on that, because one of my values that I live for is I'm very discerning on the women that I work with now in my field, because I don't truly believe that we're all meant to do this. I don't truly believe that we can all do this. I really don't. I think you either have it or you don't. And when we can really surrender to that and challenge ourselves to find our own purpose, and that instead of thinking that it needs to be somebody else's path, that's just the juice, right? I was going to sing Snoop Dogg, but I don't even drink, so I can't sing gin and juice. I want to get a little deep because I'm so in awe of who you are as a leader, who you are as a mother, how you show up for other women, because we all know that behind the scenes, we're not always the hype women that we show up as online, right? But we show up because we have made a commitment to the women that we serve, the world that we serve, the men that we serve. And I really want to get into who is Erika behind the scenes when something is so painful it brings you to your knees and surrender. When you're challenged by something that is not manual, right? We challenge ourselves, but when something is thrown into your path and it's so fucking painful, who you are now. I definitely want to talk about your past in a little bit, but like who you are now, how do you navigate that? What does that look like truly behind the scenes?
Well, I will say that I'm blessed that I have a husband who is an initiated shamanic practitioner, breathwork facilitator, in his fucking masculine, but so in the feminine as well, and can really hold my masculine, because I am a lot of the time in my masculine by default. It's just the way that I am. And so I feel like I have an in-house shaman therapist, and I'm really blessed because not only am I a therapist and I have my practices and I have my rituals that I have to do. I cry daily, maybe. I feel like it's like shitting. And I think we're all emotionally constipated. I'm telling you what, I feel like you need enema, some of y'all listening to this. Like, and you can't even cry and holding it in and it hurts your face. That's not good.
Like, right in the back of your throat.
They're just like, emotions are coming and then they stop and then the eyes get watery and you can see it and you're like, baby, that looks like it's painful. Just I feel like women just need to go. Like, my son, who's 10, did that last night, and I just held him and I went, I wish more people, never mind women, could do the. So I do that cry. I be crying. I cry all the time. My social media people know, they see me, and I try to share everything I can because it's not a air quotes, be authentic. I throw up in my mouth. I can't try.
You either are or aren't.
Like, that's it. And it's not because the video camera's there. I've never worried about someone going, oh, this lady's crying on Instagram, because I'm not even doing it with that thought process. I'm like, here's me becoming. Watch me become. Watch my journey. And I want to take you on the journey because you're also becoming. So it's a co-creation that we're having with the audience. So I feel like for me, I cry a lot. I release a lot. I have a journal. I have shit notes in my phone. I have showers. I'll go on walks. I have to lift heavy weights. Although I have metal in my spine, my husband was my rehab trainer and I can deadlift 110 kilos, which is like, I don't know, 220 pounds or some shit. Like I can deadlift my mom. I feel like that shit helps me to lift heavy weights, helps me to release all the shit, the rage. There's a lot of rage that's been in my life, and I've released it throughout lifting weights, I believe. So shit hits the fan. I think for me, I have a fucked up nervous system, and I'm highly aware of that. And that's what I'm working with 2026 on. And I have this Alex Hermosi more than hand in my head that's like, you're not doing enough, you lazy bitch. And I'm just like, whoa, I don't even know, Nick. He's mean, and sometimes he's right. And also he's terrible for me, but that's there. And so I see myself when I'm in the shit, I will not do something. I'm not going to do the webinar thing. I'm not going to cancel all the extra things because I feel like I'll explode internally, but I'll make it happen. No one will know, but internally I'll be fried. And then I try to cocoon with my husband, but I know that's a cop out because I have him, and some people don't have someone like that, but that's my fucking safe place. That's where I crumble as a woman. That's where I can be, air quotes, weak. That's where I can be a hot mess. I be crying. I'm a hot ass mess. Hot mess.
I also think though that your level of emotional intelligence and the way that you can validate yourself and hold yourself, you've already gotten to that point. So it's, you don't necessarily need to crumble into your husband. You desire to crumble into your husband because that's an option, 100. Right? And I feel like they're motherfucking shit. I've been married 3 times. Of course I know what it's like to need that safety, right? But I have found with my husband that because I am okay naked in a room with myself and can hold space for myself, not all the time. I'm still fucking human. I'm still this crazy alien in a skin suit. Of course I expand too much sometimes where it's like, well, can't fucking hold this shit. Not sure what I'm going to do. But now I am able to do that for myself. And so the desire and the option to crumble into my husband, of course I'm going to take that because that is my home. Right. And so I love that you said that. And I would love to talk about the devastation that rocked your world when your first husband passed away, because that was one of the things that drew me to your story, because I cannot fathom, and although I can hold space for myself, that is not an option for me to deal with something like that. So I know a lot of the listeners have went through that level of devastation as well. And I would love to know how you navigated it then and how you navigate it now in your current relationship.
What's crazy is today is his birthday.
Wow.
In Australia, it's his birthday. So wild, because we were meant to do this another day and we were meant to do this today, Nick. So
fuck off.
I know.
God has jokes sometimes.
I know. When you said that, I was like, oh my God, it's Gio's birthday today.
Wild.
What's amazing and available to all of us when we're willing to look in the mirror and do the fucked up, horrible, non-Instagrammable, messy, disgusting, horrific work. What's available to us? There's so much peace. When Gio passed away, I think I said in my book, Control Alt Delete, I was just like, I'd never had anyone die. I didn't have grandparents or family. So I never experienced death at all. And then my husband died. And it was like, I don't know. I think my system at that point had so much kidnapped, sexual abuse, foster care, just fuckery that like I think to protect it, the system was like shut down. And it was like, that's it. And everyone around me was like, you need to process it. And I was like, cool. How do I do that? Do I cry for 10 minutes? Do I cry for 10 days? What do I do? Drink a few beers? What is it? When is it going to be done? How do I do that thing that you call processing? And I didn't want to go to therapy. And as a Puerto Rican who grew up in the hood on food stamps, I just imagined therapy being a white lady with glasses and a clipboard judging the fuck out of me. And that was my first session, Nick. And that was my last session. I was like, fuck this. I saw it manifested, this bitch, Susan. I can't do this. So I didn't. And it was, I think my body was like protection mode. And I didn't understand any of it. I never did any work, nothing. And so when I came to Australia, and I think a lot of people do this, we leave the job because we don't want to tell the lady off. And there goes another fucking lady at another job, same energy, different face. So I didn't want to air quotes deal. And I moved far away thinking it wouldn't follow me across the Pacific Ocean in my shit. And it fucking came with me. And so when I met Hamish, he was like one that was doing the work. And I told him, he was the first person I ever told my story to. And he was just like, oh my God, you're amazing. And I was ready for him to be like, W, you're a hot mess. And it's like, people can see you and you don't see yourself in that way, but they're like, I know who you are.
Absolutely.
And you're amazing. And I was just like, what? I'm amazing? Like, what? Like, I'd never been mirrored the possibility of who I could be. Oh, it makes me a little bit emotional.
Wow.
Like, it was like, you're powerful. You're amazing. You're an amazing woman. And I was just like, what? Like I felt like shit, bad, dirty, messed up, wrong, ruined, horrible, shameful, all those things. And here's Hamish, like incredible. And I'm just like, could I be? I think it gave me like subconscious curiosity. Woo, I got the chills. And I know,
I'm like a giant hard nipple right now.
I fucking love you. And I was just like, fuck, like, so it like my whole head to, okay, what could that be? And so he had a lady who was like a shamanic, coach, and I didn't know what the fuck this was. Like, I was like, pray to like it's a witch. Is she like brujeria? Like I was like, what is this? And so in the session, because I wasn't spiritual, I wasn't awakened, didn't know anything about anything. And the first session, she's like, right, tell me about Gio's death. And I was like, oh no, bitch. Like she went there to the place. And I don't know, I wailed for hours. It was probably that cry that I wanted to do that I couldn't do for 5-6 years. I did in that session. And from there, it was just this unraveling of, oh my God, I have so much shit in my backpack, Dora the Explorer, full of shit back there that I haven't unpacked. And I got like up with it and I was like, holy shit. Oh my God, I'm responsible. And like, I just binged like drinking, blacking out, was in pain. And now I see I was in pain and I was trying to numb it and not deal with it. Because underneath it, there's this magnetic, bubbly, energizer bunny. I've always been enthusiastic and like, I'm gonna be fine. But then this like the blackness was on me for like years, almost 8 years. And when that started to get removed, I was just like, holy shit. And so my husband was really the first person who not only accepted, but like soul of me, the fucked up, the bad, the hidden, the shameful, and then allowed me to kind of that Pandora's box to go deep into it. And we've weaved the initial first couple of years. It would be like 8 p.m. and he wasn't home and I would freak out and call him because Gio left at night and he didn't come back. And so I just said, I'm going to be a weirdo. I'm going to be real full on about this until I get kind of start trusting myself and trusting you and trusting the world is not going to take you away, you good thing. So if he danced with me, he put up with a lot when I was drunk and fucked up and flashing my vagina at people and being crazy and throwing necklaces at DJs. I don't even know why I did that, but he dealt with a lot. And I think he could see who I was. And then I finally started to see who I could be. And then the work started working. But he definitely had to hold a hot mess express for a little while.
Yeah.
My kids know him. I talk about him. I celebrate him. My kids know it's his birthday. We celebrate his life. They've met his parents. My husband who passed away, his parents, like he is embedded. Like we have a playlist. We play his music. I show them photos. Like it was because my husband showed me the way that it could be, that it was so fucking beautiful. And now I've just weaved him. So he's more alive now, if I'm honest, in my energy field than I feel like he was when he was alive with me as a young person.
Wow. It's like everything that you went through with him and then ultimately his passing was like catalyst to your evolution.
Totally.
And like the way that you're operating now, it's just like, wow, I make so much strength to sharing that with your kids, but it's like, it's such a big part of you. Are you sober?
Yeah. So I drink sometimes, but not really. Like I can have one, but then I get like, I don't even know how I can have this. Like my body's like, no, but my head's like, this would be nice. And then my body's like, it ain't nice. And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, had such a battle with that. Like,
Mm,
so beautiful to be where I am now. And I've been here before where like body's like, nah. And my head's like, but I want to drink and
mm,
we should be able to. And my body's like, no. And I pushed him out. I was like, fuck it. All right. And
yeah.
then my body goes off. And now it's that place of like, we'd rather not. And I get hot at night and it doesn't make me feel good. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's kind of cool to be here again, but older in my head, you know, sure about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Feel that. I battled that for my adult life. So I totally get it. The back and forth and like to justify it. But that's just what happens when we
Yeah.
have like destructive backpacks that we can throw on. You know, we think that we can go back to old habits. Oh, it's just this one time. And
Yeah.
my body always fell back into the chaos of it all. Do you believe that we alchemize pain into money?
I believe we alchemize pain into purpose that then creates money.
Fuck what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For a lot
Yeah.
of the listeners, I really want to talk about this because a lot of people think that money is the catalyst or it's the drive when really it's the byproduct. So when you started seeing success in your business where it's like, holy fuck, I just made $10,000 this, holy fuck, I just made $50,000 this month. Holy fuck, I just made six figures. I'm making people's salaries in 30 days. What do you think was the shift? I mean, wrong. I've had multiple six-figure months when I was completely burnout and, you know, up in the middle of the night and like my phone while I pee and I'm like, oh, hang on, I'll be right there. Oh, I'll be back, honey. I got to take a shit. Really, I'm just in there like Instagram, like message. Oh, I got to pee during dinner. No, I'm in there going, okay, this is going to be really quiet, but I'm going to send a quick voice note, right? I've done the multiple six-figure months doing that. But when you really started making the money with purpose, the money that was energetically connected to like the exchange that actually fuels and supports the collective, like what's the shift like? And talk about the descent or something kind of edge that you had to bring yourself to where you started like pivoting into success that obviously meant something. Like we talk about burnout and success every day. Like I do the Hermosi strategies all day, you know what I mean? And make multiple six figures a month. But I'm like, I need time to like eat and sleep and like watch movies and be ridiculous, like insane human being. So I just want to like be ridiculous and like around for 2 hours listening to K-pop demon hunters, that kind of stuff, like what I cherish in my life. But yeah, I really want to know like what's the catalyst. And I think that the reason why I ask you that and the reason why I talk about this a lot is because I truly believe that when, as a visionary, and especially as you believe in God, yeah, as somebody who is connected to some force higher than themselves, I love that for you and us and me. It's so great. Yeah. But it's like, feel like typically when we hit our point where we're starting to make purposeful currency, alchemizing some kind of painful experience or pivot or edge that kind of us through a loop. So I would love to hear what that looked like for you.
So I feel like when I started, always have used my pain to create my offers or like my life is the reason why I do what I do. And at this point in time where I'm helping higher level women to build their personal brand and step into the identity, and it seems like get on stage, write a book, become the go-to, but the undercurrent is fully become the woman who can hold all this shit and just put yourself forward and stop fucking playing small and questioning yourself. So it's really a lot of and I think that's my edge with, you know, business mentorship is like, I'm doing therapy. We're doing internal family fucking systems. We're crying. We're writing all your parts, unpacking your childhood bullshit so that you can actually apply for the TED Talk. So you can actually just show the fuck up. Nobody's gatekeeping. We're the main gatekeepers of our dreams. It's you. Stop your fucking self. You know, do the scary shit. It'll happen.
Get over yourself.
Totally. That's it. Like stopping yourself. You move out of your own way and you can make it happen. And I know it sounds basic, but it's believe, Nick, it's usually the most basic shit that we're not willing to do because we want the 17-pronged fucking TikTok strategy on the 14,000 ways to fucking nothing. It's just like shit. So,
well, it's basic because it's simple. It's meant to be simple.
That's the shit. And that's the shit that like, it's too easy. Now let me sabotage. We need like difficult because easy is not it. It's like, we're so convoluted sometimes, right? But I feel like when I launched and I started, I built the sisterhood program and I built my program for me, which is a fucking mistake because there's not a lot of Nicks out there. There's not a lot of Ericas out there. Those of you that have done this, you like, oh, I'm going to do this. And people are going to do what I did. They're going to go ham.
Yeah.
They're going to take radical responsibility. They're going to make 6 figures in a month. No, at that. Okay. The fucking bulb was like, ping. Oh shit. So I built it with purpose. I tried to help all the women. I was what they would call struggle bus. I was fucking struggle bus. I was helping the little turtles or the struggle bus or whatever the fuck. That was me. I wanted to help me. And so many people didn't do the fucking thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to build this thing and sell it. And most people will binge and not do anything or say they're going to do it and not fucking. And that was a whole thing to go through. So I feel like the thing that I can share that's the most purposeful ease money is this transition from closing that program that I had for 7 years that was making like MRR a month. Like I didn't work, babe. I worked once a month. I jumped into a fucking Zoom, loved it. Never worked hard. It wasn't hard work at all. It was the easiest. However, it wasn't the thing. And after 7 years of thinking it's the thing to reinvent, and I felt like I fucking turned my back on my audience. Like felt like I went, sorry, you're not it. I'm going to change audience.
Yes.
And that shit was like the hood chick. It was like betrayal because I have this thing, and I think you'll understand this analogy. Legacy, right? We're here to fucking visionary legacy shit. So here we are climbing the tower. And as we climb, the fucking skeletons grab your legs. And then the people of philanthropy, help these people. Hey, give charity. Fucking, oh, I don't even want to talk about it because it pisses me off. Distraction, bitch. Let's have 17 kids. Let's do, we're here for this. And all these dragging. And then you keep trying to climb the tower and then you help. You never make it to the top. And if you would just fucking focus, get all the way to the top. So yes, turn your back. So you can get to the top, abundant as fuck, and then pour everything onto people abundantly, anonymously donate. Who gives a fuck? Now you can, because what do they say? Like the poor can't help the poor. This help the sick. You got to be well. And so,
yes.
I would just drag. I was letting people pull me down the tower. And I'm like, but you have been told, air quotes, you can't climb to the top and turn your back. Those people, fuck that. I'll come back for you full and pouring over. If I could just focus and get to the top, which means you turn your back for a little bit. So I feel like we did that. And when I did that, now I'm like program on YouTube for free. Here, babes, fucking watch it for free. Share it with a friend. Like that program, rebuilt the whole thing, spoke to a woman in business with the same problems, but a woman in business versus the everyday woman. And then charged whatever I felt was right. And that was the shift. It was like, you know what? I am giving you this. If you listen to me, you're going to get this. So fuck that. This is what it is. The investment is this. Cool. You're cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs if you don't say yes, bitch.
This is it, though. This is fucking it. And I love that you like that picture of climbing to the top and really turning our back. But our back is kind of the eye of the beholder. It's a perception, right? Just like love, like we express love, like perception from other people. And that's going to change from person to person. The right people are going to look at it as, let's help lift her to the top, because we know that once she is good and well, as you say, then she can really help us. I always put my desires first, because let me tell you what, I cannot be the mother. I cannot be the friend. I cannot be the wife. I was about to say daughter, but I'm estranged from my parents now, so I don't even fucking want to be that. But it's like not be the mentor. I cannot be the media mogul. I can't be the author. How can I do that if I'm putting everybody else before me? How can I do that if I'm pulling myself away from what I desire because I'm feeding other people's ambitions and, other people's feelings and triggers my responsibility, and donating because somebody says donate, even though I don't have the fucking shit to donate. And if you gave me 6 months to get to the top, I would have $500,000 to donate. Like, always put my shit first. And the people who understand that are going to heist you up. The people who understand that are going to be the people who help you to get to the top faster, because they know, they understand. And the other people, they're just not meant to go to the top with you. Bluntly say it.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit. And that's like when I don't say fucking world leader, but when Jay-Z says it in a song, he's like, when you are who you say you are, what? When you realize that who the fuck you say you want to be, you are that motherfucker. And then you're like,
yeah.
Else is going to realize that. You realize that for yourself. And then you're like, whoa, have I been playing? How have I been acting? Who have I been pretending to be this whole time in order to fit into whatever?
Oh, you take massive inventory, which responsibility, which requires, say that 10 times fucking fast. I'm getting my tongue out of my ass. Hang on. We understand and surrender to the fact that we are a manifestation of God and we are simply an instrument. Instead of trying to fucking control everything, first of all, what a weight off my shoulders when I realized that I could let go of control and just be an instrument of service. I get to wake up and I'm like, whatever the fuck you want me to do, you just put it in front of me and I'm ready to go, instead of waking up and going, okay, I have to do this at 7:00 and I have to be here at 8:00 and then I have to do this for this person. And it's like, nobody wants to live that life. We may think we want to live that life if we're in a pattern of destructive, like, and needing to do things and needing, but really it's like we just surrender to the fact that we're an instrument. That's when everything fucking happens. I didn't start making millions until I let go of the control. I didn't start making millions until I was using myself as the strategy. And the only thing that I'll doom scroll is Merv the cat online, right? Like, I'm on there going, well, what's everybody else's strategy? How is she making $1 million a month? Yeah. Because it's not my time to make $1 million a month. I'm not going to make $1 million a month, even if I take her fucking blueprint. But I don't want to step into somebody else's timeline. And that's when you say, like, leader, like, fucking it. When we can actually lead the collective from a place of purpose and conviction, not a place of like, well, you need this in order to be successful. You just need to watch me. And that's fucking free.
Yeah. And
you're welcome.
Yeah. I think it's wild too, because I don't look and do things because I'm creating and then I'm out. Like, we have shit to do. And I think it's so good when you have options and things to do. And to the single people out there, date a bunch of motherfuckers, have fun with a bunch of people. Not like I'm focusing on this one thing and that's all I'm thinking about. And then if that doesn't work, I'm not filling my time with other things. So we have shit to do. We got things moving. There's balls in the air. There's shit being moved over there. Things are around the corner. Like, we're crafting the world. And there's all this fucking galaxy being created, right? So I'm not like, how come Saturn stopped spinning? What the fuck is, how many rings does it have? I'm like, that shit. We're just like, galaxy is building, right? And so I think it's a really important thing to get yourself busy creating your purpose and what you came here to do without any fucking permission, messing up, putting it out there, fixing it, coming back, looking at it, going, okay, I'm gonna go this way now, like, fucking path. And if it's the air quotes wrong way, which I believe you must go the wrong way in order to find the right way. I think you have to. I feel like it's a fucking initiation. But all of us are like, I need a zoomed out map, GPS. I'm like, no, you don't get that, bitch. Like, you get to have 2 fucking steps, fall in the mud, get your ass up, turn right. Oh, and now I found my purpose. And it's like, that's how you find it. You move when you don't know where the fuck you're going. You take a few steps in the dark and then a path opens and you meet a friend on the path and you're like, hey, sister, want to do some shit over here? It's like, I have to continuously move. And so it was air quotes wrong what we were doing, but it got us to this. And I feel like it's so funny on social media. People are like, making 6 figures a month. And you're like, how long have you been in business? Oh, like 1.5 years. I'm like, oh, wait till you have your fall, bitch. Wait till you have your fall and you get your ass back up. Because when you have your fall,
big time,
and then you get up again, then talk to me, because that is the shit. Like, I know you've had this, like,
I've had this several times. I'm here when I had a fucking potent meltdown. I'm talking about like my Paris Hilton's era. And I checked myself into a mental wellness institution in October. And that was like 2 months after my first $200,000 cash month of my season, right? Like, I made millions in my career, but it's like this. And I'm saying right now, if you are not failing, you're not evolving. If you're not failing, you're in avoidance. If you're not failing, good riddance, right? Like, if you're avoiding failing, you're avoiding the inevitable, you are just going to be wasting your entire life chasing something that is just not realistic. We have to understand, for the listeners, I know you understand this. I know that we good, right? We fuck with each other. But it's like, we're in the human experience. We're going to feel pain. We're going to fail. Not everything's going to be perfect. We're in the skin suit. We don't have as much control as we think we do. But it's like, when surrender to that is when everything falls into place. And I know that it sounds easy, but it's meant to be easy. It's meant to be simple. It's not meant to be chaotic. We're not meant to be miserable. We're meant to challenge ourselves. That's the part of the fucking game that most people aren't playing, because they're avoiding everything. It's like, oh, I'm going to avoid the little snake trap over there because Mario wants to get around this way. And it's like, nope, you're going to get eaten by the plant that comes out of the fucking tube then. Like, you're going to be one way or another. You can either fail forward and have it take a couple of hours and realize that it wasn't for you, or you can spend 10 years avoiding it and you're still going to fall flat on your fucking face.
Yes. And that's the fucking worst.
Like,
that is the worst as well, because then you're thinking what you should have done. I want to say one of the things I think that fucks with us. And I don't know when we will shift this as a collective, but it's scary. And I see it because I get to go into programs and communities and talk and do things. And to me, I'm just doing normal shit that I normally do and my people normally do. But else is just like, what? And I'm like, oh, you don't get therapy? Oh, you haven't had like a shamanic healing. You haven't pulled your soul out of your fucking body. Okay. Write this down, everyone. Get a therapist, do some somatic release. The amount of people, Nick, in this world who you got to realize, I don't care if you didn't go through horrific, traumatic, if you were bullied in school, if your parents broke up when you were 4, if somebody made fun of you and you didn't have anyone to turn to, if you have any abuse, anything, COVID, that whole thing that we went through is traumatizing enough. And the fact that we do not unpack, talk, discuss, process, look to, backpack, it is a fucking explosive on your back. And Gabor Mate, who I love, he says, get triggered. People don't trigger you. And we don't ask. The trigger is like the clitoris of the gun. It's the tiniest, smallest little thing that is like, and you touch it. And he's like, don't worry about the gun and don't worry about the trigger. Worry about why you are locked and loaded with explosives. Like,
I'm questioning my whole life right now.
You know what I mean? It's like, what? And so I think like making the money, we're not having the relationships, we're not having the visibility, we're not having the freedom on social media, we're not having all of the shit that we want because there is an internal block in your system that if you don't look at it and go, oh shit, I can't believe that's there. Like stuff. And it's not fun, my friends. It's not something you're going to do a 2025 recap on my shadow work for the year. Like it's horrible. It feels terrible. You might even go into some kind of depression. Like what you said here, like you put yourself in somewhere in October, like the amount of courage and radical honesty that would have taken you, like off to you, sister, because that's going, good right now. Some shit needs work right now. I need to tune up right now. I need some support right now. I need to break out of the matrix right now. We all every single person I've ever met has something, but we think, oh, Erika, I don't have that much trauma. We trauma, shame, and compare our stories.
We all have fucking trauma. There's people who have trauma and do something about it. And there's people who have trauma who continue to suppress it. It's one way or the other. It's not a gray area. And I wouldn't have taken that step. I would not be here today. It's literally got to the point where I wanted to end my life. And there was a ton of shame and there was a ton of embarrassment and there was a ton of like all of the things I had to do. Listen, I have 4 kids by 3 different dads. My husband was still working his job. Thank the sweet baby Jesus, our company was able to retire him from his trade job this year after a month of relaunch. So anything is possible. 5 months before that, I was in a hospital for a mental breakdown because I wanted to end my life. So it's like if you're listening and you truly think that you're in the deepest pocket of your life, you probably are. And this is probably the worst you're going to feel. There's only up from here, but it's like you have to take responsibility. If you spend 10 years trying to make your life look like Erika's, trying to make your life look like mine, trying to make your life look like whoever else you look up to, and you're not willing to do the things that we were willing to do, you're going to be so pissed off at yourself by the end of those 10 years. And I have been there several fucking times. Now I can navigate these descents in a matter of hours, but it took me a lot of inner work. It took a lot of pain. It took a lot of facing pieces of myself that I didn't necessarily desire to face. And none of us want to do that. Like, who wants to go deep into the depths of our fucking human experience and unravel all of that again?
That is like you ask me the key to my work in the universe of like, how do we answer this question? That's it, Nick. What you just said, I'm like, how can I put it into a pretty fucking bow, a pink sequins package to go, let's unpack all your fucked up shit. Let's go about it.
Let's fucking do it.
I believe in you, girl. You got this. You're going to feel terrible. It's going to fucking hurt. It's going to be like an enema. It's going to be horrific. But on the other side, we got millions and billions and you're going to have love and you're going to love your life and you're going to be energized and magnetic. But literally, like what you just said, I'm like, just like, that. How do I put that on a fucking landing page?
Literally, one of my mentors told me, and I'll be totally transparent. Right now, I'm going through one of the crispiest, painful parts of my life emotionally right now. I'm disconnected from my 16-year-old daughter again. I just cut ties with my parents in the summer and I am fucking feeling it. Like God is really, he's got his work cut out for him. But my mentor told me 2 days ago, she said, this is the worst you're going to feel. And that gave me so much hope because a day before that, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I told my husband, I don't feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And it's crazy because we hold so much duality, right? Then in my business, I'm like, fuck yeah. Then I get back to my personal life and I'm like, put a pillow over my head while I'm sleeping, please. Like, I just can't deal with this. It's like that emotional constipation, right? And then she said that one thing that shifted everything is like, this is the worst you're going to feel, babe. If you truly are listening to this and you feel like you're in, like you've had the success, you went through the things, and all of a sudden it's like, fuck was that all about? It's like the worst you're going to feel, but it's going to take radical action. I'm not talking like, well, let's just do one little thing at a time. Get the fuck up. Because the worst thing that you got to do is move through it and come out the other side.
And we will. So like, really think it's, I try to tell as many people as I can, Nick. The first book that I wrote was called Confidence Feels Like Shit. The truth about confidence and what it really takes to create it. And my editor was like, are you sure you want to call it that? I don't know about that. I'm like, yeah, I want to call it that. It was a shower wisdom. I got the shower wisdom when I was taking a shower, and it was like, confidence actually feels fucking terrible. And I was like, and I got this like, what? You're right. And then I was like, I can talk about it, right? I was like, who says that? Like, oh, you did a TED Talk? Wow, you're so amazing. Oh my God, you have a magazine? You have Layla Hermosi on the cover, by the way. Yes, she did. You should subscribe. Oh my God, Nick, you're so amazing. And it's like, did you see like days before though? Like I was in the toilet doing 17 spiritual poos. Like you didn't see the sweat rings around my underarms, and I smelled and I felt like blacked out on stage, or I had no saliva in my whole fucking body on the TEDx stage. Where the fuck did my saliva go? That's never happened to me before. I was just like my lips and shit. And my husband was like, you lick your lips a lot. I'm like, babe, I had no saliva in my whole fucking body. Like, I talks about it, and it makes me angry, Nick. I was like, see Marie Forleo at the end. I see Oprah at the end. I see, which I don't rate them anymore, but back in the day, that was my person. Like, oh, I'm like, I see you at the end, and I heard you say it was hard, and I heard you say you filmed in the kitchen, but I didn't see any of that shit. And all I see now is this perfection. So I made it a point in the beginning to be like, I'm going to show you my process of becoming. It's going to be fucked up and messy and nasty and fucked. And I feel like that is the shit. So I feel like we need to tell people as much as we can. If you right now are stressing, if you're fucked up, if you feel like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, if you're having an identity fuck, a crisis of self, high five, babe. You're in it.
Real.
Like, we're getting punched in the face by fucking life. This
100%.
Welcome to the arena, motherfucker.
100%. Welcome to the arena. And for the ones listening who don't listen to she was filming in the kitchen, and she started here, and she started in her car, and she did all of the things. Like, let me tell you why you're not listening to that. Because that requires you to take fucking responsibility. That requires you to actually step into the reality that it's not just Oprah on stage. She actually did start there. It's not just Marie Forleo in the bestseller. She actually did start there. But when you choose to listen to that, that means that you have to go through the process in order to get there. And so when we ignore that subconsciously, we're thinking that we don't have to do that level of work. When subconsciously we go, well, if I don't listen to that, it makes it not true. And that we don't have to take responsibility. We all love the shiny things until we have to fucking pay the invoice. Right? We all want the shiny things, and we all want the shiny life. And everybody listening, you look at the success of the people that you look up to, and you all want their step 10, but you looking at their step 1 requires you to take the step 1. And we don't want to fucking do that. It feels gross. It feels fucking gritty. It's like, God, you can't have the baby without the fucking. You have to go through the process, and you have to love the process. You have to love every piece of you, because otherwise you're going to get to the end and you're going to be successful and you're going to be in lack, and it's not going to be enough. And you're going to have all of these identities that you shoved in a fucking corner the entire way. You have to love every piece of you. You have to love every part of you. There's just not another option. And so a lot of times when I see women who desire the success and they're like, okay, I'm ready to go all in, like funnels and like strategy, because you're fucking whack, bro. Like, you need to get right with yourself first. Like, what are you doing? But it's getting towards my bedtime. I'm a grandma, so I get kind of delusional at the end of the night, and my weirdness comes out.
Just know this is the moment I've just fallen in love with Nick live. Like me, like what's your fuck? I don't even know. It doesn't matter what your things are, because
all of the things. I'm a Scorpio across the board. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a 5-1 generator, sacral authority. And I truly really think that I'm an alien. Like, I'm starting to look at some of the people that are talking about beings that are like below the earth. And I'm like, I feel like those are my people.
You're like, I'm going to find them. I'm going to have a bunker with Zuckerberg.
I'm for real. I was actually having a conversation with Margot Miller yesterday on an episode of the RageRoom, and we were talking about like the feeling of going home. Like, a lot of times we feel like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. And it's just, I describe it as like me home. I just want to go home. Like, so I feel so expansive that like the skin suit isn't doing it for me. And it's just like, it's just too overwhelming. And so we had this great conversation. So if the listeners, if you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to that episode, because especially as visionaries and female entrepreneurs, I think there's a lot of shame around having those feelings. But let me tell you what, I go to bed most nights with my head buried in my husband's lap in more ways than one, right? Like we cry and then we do the things, but I'm just like, sobbing like you were talking about at the beginning of the conversation. Like, I can't do this. I don't want to be here anymore. But it's because this is just part of the game. This is a game. We're here to play the game and do the things, and then leave and we go back home. And I think that it's an important conversation.
Hell yeah. And we have our prints. Like, I feel like this was always when I looked at my human design and I looked at the whole history, like that, that dude, how he reads the things to you and you're like, what the fuck? There's so much crisis.
I know.
So much crisis. And I'm like, I thrive. Like I need to go to the bottom of the rock bottom. And then I'm like, all right, I went to the core of the earth, friends. Let me bring back the lessons. And like, feel like that's for me. And so the crazy amounts of energy I have, and it's so crazy because I have to check myself when I'm around my friends that are like 50 and they want to sit on their vaginas and drink tea. And like, I don't drink tea at all. I'm not a tea
sit on their vaginas.
Like, they just want to be like, let's just talk about things and be and I'm like, can I 5-speed how you're speaking right now? No, I cannot. So then I learn, just listen, bitch, just have some calmness. But I am more firecrackery. And they're just like, oh, watching your stories. Oh God, I'm tired watching you. And I'm like,
I'm tired.
That sucks for you.
I know, you must be fun at parties.
I know. I'm like, bitch, I'm just getting started. I'm going to have I want more shit. Like, so having that, like, feeling shameful for who you are and what your imprint is and what your purpose is. And like, I want to talk about, like, I want to go home. And I'm like, how do I not fucking sleep? I know I need to because I'm 42 and hormones and it's great, but I'm like, I just want to like pull the fucking time.
Oh my gosh.
Do my shit.
Same. And I have those, I told my husband today, I'm like, you are not passionate enough to the point where it keeps you up at night or wakes you up early in the morning and you're like to get the fuck out of bed and start doing shit. It's not for you. And if you're going to force yourself to do it, you're never going to have the passion or the drive enough to do what it takes to actually make it lucrative. And I think that that's so important. One of the things that you said, oh my gosh, what was it? Going to the fucking rock bottom and then coming back up with all the
that's a Scorpio for you.
Oh my gosh, I could do this fucking forever. But one of the things for me, because I'm the same way, I'm just like, no deeper, no deep. That sounded really dirty.
Yeah. we just get down.
It is the thing. But I love it because I feel like the deeper that I go, the more validation that I have that I'm going to be okay. And then when I come back, it's like the simple shit doesn't bother me anymore. Even some of the big shit doesn't bother me anymore because I know the depth, it's okay at the end. And I truly trust it. I have enough evidence that I truly trust at this point. I don't know what's coming tomorrow, right? I don't want to know what's coming tomorrow. I love living on the edge. I love not knowing what's coming around the corner. It terrifies me at the same time, but I found more abundance out of that and letting go of control, a lot of relief. But it's like, whatever comes my way, I just have enough evidence to trust that I will have the resources and the capacity to fucking handle it. And I truly believe that if you don't have the experience by going to the fucking way, way down and you're too afraid and you're avoiding that and you're staying where the fucking grass is and like, eating grubs and like some rainwater on your way down as you go all the way to the fucking Earth's core and discover that it's the pits of hell and then you want to come back up. But like, you haven't experienced that yet. You haven't even started.
Yeah.
Like, ascent comes before the ascent. Being a female entrepreneur, we have to discover and explore ourselves. We have to push our edges. We have to challenge ourselves before the byproduct of a massive money. Like, all these people want money and they think that they have the blueprint or the ads or the funnels that they make their first $1 million month after spending $97 on a masterclass. And it's like, experience. You have to explore the depths of your soul before you will make $1 million a month. Period. Fucking end of stories. There's exception to everything. But if you do it once and you haven't explored yourself to the point of like terrified, it's not going to be sustainable. I know.
Hell yeah. And that's why it's like, it's so funny, like, it's personal. And I keeps like, I don't know who said it wasn't back in the day. It's like, it's not personal. It's like bullshit.
The fuck it isn't.
What? You are the fucking skin bag. You're the human being meat sack in the fucking business. And all the shit that you go through is going to be sprinkled into your business, injected into your business.
Absolutely.
Like, love it. People will say, and I have this thing, and I know this is like a bunch on the side, but like, my clients had hired like coaches that aren't married and don't have kids. What do you do all day, you motherfucker? Masturbate and journal for 17 hours. But I also think, like, yeah, follow that map. Like, you fucking steps there, like the map for someone that does not have your fucking life at all. And
100%.
I don't, it's such a problem in the industry because then it's like, cool, you do a journal for 17 hours and go to the beach and that's cool. Amazing. But you got kids. You got to pick your kids up. What are you going to do? School holidays or whatever the fuck. Like, you can't
You have a
replicate that.
husband, you have a
So
lap to cry
I know.
in.
Yes. You have a fucking lap to cry in and to dance on, bitch.
I
What are you
know,
doing?
right? I
You
love
know,
this
right?
conversation.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I don't know. I just feel like we need to be that discernment, I think, comes from you going to your bottom of the rock. And I hope what you're
We don't know.
we're recommending for you to unravel your backpack that's explosive, baby.
Yeah. I mean, find the right space and you find the right support for you to actually dismantle, and not people who are just talking about the ascent and the wins and your hype girls and stuff like that. You have to let yourself get nitty and gritty. You have to let yourself fall apart. You have to let yourself fail. And the sooner that you do that, the quicker that you can navigate it the next time. And then they just seem like little things. Like every single day I surrender to failure. And it's like I could go through fucking 50 fails in a day. And that takes most people 50 years, right? But it's like I have enough evidence to trust myself, but I got there by not trusting myself yet. And I just continued to tell myself, I trust you. And eventually I fucking trusted myself. And lo and behold, as soon as I trusted myself and I trusted my connection with God, what do you think happened? All shitty shit stopped being so fucking shitty, right? But people are like, that just doesn't, it sounds too simple. That can't be the strategy. It fucking is.
Yeah. Do you know what self-trust is? Confidence.
Exactly.
Literally, the root Latin word is to trust yourself. That's fucking confidence. It's
And
not,
do you know why? You know why it feels like shit? Because being confident requires you to take responsibility. Trusting yourself requires yourself to take responsibility. And we are wired and conditioned to rely on other people.
Yeah.
I
Now, next,
literally,
you're coming on to my podcast, please.
so good. I'm aware. I'm so ready. Erica got on and she was like, well, it's got to be 40 minutes. I got to pick up my kids. And then in the middle, she said, we got more time. I'm like, I'm taking full advantage of this. Give me an inch.
Like, Hamish, you have to go figure it out, buddy.
I know. I'm like an inch because I want to take all your miles, please.
Love you. I
Love you. Well, thank you so much for joining me. One last question for you. What is an edge that you're working through right now? What is something that is you're challenging yourself with before you enter 2026?
So the edge is nervous system. And when I'm air quotes off, not having my phone somehow follow me in every fucking room and going, what should I be doing right now when it's a nothing doing? I'm still asking myself. I'm aware of it. It's nowhere near finished, but I'm in the awareness, which sucks because awareness is so shit because you're just aware all the time, but
so
nothing's
thick.
changing. So I remember clients saying, I hate awareness, but we have to be in that. So I'm in the awareness that my nervous system feels like I'm not doing enough. I should be doing something because there's a fuckload of things to do always, but there are always going to be things to do. And so watching my phone move, and then all of a sudden I just don't have it and I lose it. And then I'm like, yes, obviously that's not good either. But I think it's my combat of not having it somehow, Erika, follow you in your pocket or in your hand, bitch, around the whole house when you're making Christmas cookies and shit. I'm like, why is it with me?
I know.
So I'm in that. And then the second thing I'm in is turbulence. I have, because of all the fucked up physical, sexual, and physical abuse from like a bipolar mom and being a 3-year-old and getting beaten, like just all that in my body. As a 42-year-old woman, when turbulence happens, whether it's big or small, I have a pack of Valium and I hold it. And I'm like, don't fucking take it. And like, it's with me and I don't want to take it. And I already cried when I got the fucking prescription and felt shame, which is ridiculous, but it's not, right? So I was like, it's with me and I want to exploring hypnotherapy because I think I definitely need, or Date with Destiny with fucking Tony Robbins, because I need someone to just like, need to shake it and move it because it's somatic. I know it's in my body and it's not ridiculous because my body genuinely is like, we're fucked. But my head is like, it's just the clouds hugging the fucking plane. So I need to work on that because I did 58 flights this year, Nick, across 2 continents. And bitch, that shit needs to get fixed. Like, I got to fix that shit. Because I need to fly more. I want to fly more. I want to come to see you and all the places. So I need to, I have not solved that. And on the plane, if anyone asks me who I am and what I do while I'm sitting in the corner crying and shaking, fuck. Like, that's me. I'm a fucking plumber. I don't know. Don't ask me what I do. I'm a fucking plumber. I fix faucets, bitch. Don't ask me. Like, embarrassing. Like, you take your own advice, that kind of shit. So I'm working that. I'm still not there, but that's what I'm navigating, girl.
It's crazy because definitely in the same boat. It's my edge that I'm working through right now. That's definitely more on a personal line, but I feel that. And I truly feel like that's something that we have to continuously work on, especially with the phone, because I love my business. I love my clients. I love my shit. It's like I want, and I love Merv the cat on Instagram. So it's like I have to have a little bit of
check out Merv the cat.
Merv the cat is wild. And I probably mentioned Merv the cat on all of the episodes of the Rage Room, but I promise I'm not like a sponsor. Merv the cat, check out Merv the cat. But he's just like, and I love it so much.
Oh my God, I'm going to find him.
I know, you're going to be obsessed. Well, I loved this conversation. Would love to chat so much more in so many other capacities. So
you're coming on my show because I have all the questions.
Fuck it, let's do it. Well, thank you so much for joining us, the Queen of Confidence. Thank you to all of the listeners on the Rage Room, and I will see you. Oh, remember to buck it up, Buttercup. Okay, got this. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Rage Room.